Folks, we are back for another episode of Shaker Unfiltered, and I have an alumni, a legend in the space. She just started 5 years ago when she was 12 in this business. But no, I'm joined by Erin Wozniak.
Hi, John.
It's great to see you, friend.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. I'm sure the booth has gotten bigger.
It has. It has. 75 years. You gotta
75.
You gotta sprawl a little bit to get all that in.
Little bit. Yes. So look, we've got a lot of catching up to do.
We do.
I want the people to know you. So
Okay.
I would love for you to tell them who you are, where you are, and what you do.
Okay. Right now, I am Erin Wozniak. I am the global head of employer brand at a management consulting and technology firm called ZS. So you can think of us in the same space as the Deloittes, the Accentures, the BCGs, the McKinseys.
Yeah.
We are just over 13,000 employees, global in 35 offices around the world.
Yeah.
Work with all of the top 100 pharma.
Yeah.
So Amgen is one of our clients.
Sure.
And the global employer brand function sits in marketing communications. So in our enterprise function, business partners to the TA group in all things talent attraction, employer branding, a lot of reputation management. So
All the things.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. And you have been in this industry for a few. How did you get here?
Megan Tracy
It all starts with Megan Tracy.
hired me
Okay.
as an aspiring ad agency marketing grad
Uh-huh.
in 1997.
Yeah, that was a good year.
It was a good year. It was back when you mailed your resume.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that. Like you had a cover letter,
You had a cover letter. Yeah.
physical paper resume that you put in an envelope with a stamp,
Yep.
and then it gets to the company, and then you wait.
And you wait.
Like people complain about like,
Waiting now.
like, no, you don't know waiting. You're mad about a couple days, like, and let's hope it got to where you sent it. Like,
Yes, it did.
right?
It went to every agency in Chicago, and Megan Tracy called me, and I was like, recruitment, what?
They do that?
They do. People need agencies to do that.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. I mean,
Yeah.
It is crazy. I've had various detours in other parts of marketing, both as a consultant on the agency side and as a practitioner.
Yep.
But most of my career has been in this crazy world that we live in.
So we have kind of a flipped story in that I came into the game through as a practitioner.
Yep.
And Erin was on my account, and that's how we met. And then I came to the dark side as the consulting side.
You came to the right
and
side.
then you went back as a
I went to the dark
practitioner.
side of corporate America.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, I'm happy here. You got it. No,
Yeah.
but that's an interesting take, because I think coming in through the agency window, you see the recruitment, marketing, and talent space through a different lens.
I do.
How has that helped you navigate now the other side?
Yeah.
Right.
It's been absolutely critical. The environment as an enterprise marketing function, we function exactly like an in-house agency. So our business stakeholders, our internal clients are all practice owners and have expertise and talent needs all in their different rights. And so it is like having one client with 1,200 contacts.
Wow.
So the agency world prepared me well for it.
Very good. Very good. So I would love to hear just your day to day now. You've got your tech stack, you've got
Yep.
you got your creative going.
Yep.
But the brand.
The brand. Yep.
Talk to me about the brand, the build, the process. How has that been from this side?
So it's been absolutely wonderful.
Right on.
Our organization, ZS, is a challenger brand in its space. when I said ZS, nobody knows ZS, but you know the
The big four.
right. And as of October of 23, we did not have a go-to-market strategy that was at the brand level.
Okay.
All the different parts of, marketing operated,
Campaign level.
campaign level based on industry, on where they needed to target, based on the space within, whether it's the solution that you're providing the client,
Yeah.
or the service. So it's been wonderful. These very last recent years, we had a new CMO come in and really change the way that we're doing it so that we do have a unified brand level presence.
Yeah.
And I was able to bring that to the employer brand space and our building a brand of an employer of choice, well before that. So I sort of greased the skids a little bit and got everybody comfortable with it. But
not a small feat, by the way. That is not easy.
It has, and it's not over.
Okay.
So
it's never over.
It's never over.
Sure.
That is actually one very big difference between agency life and practitioner life. Is agency life, there's some wins, and you get to celebrate those, whether you finish a big project, you have good campaign results, you get a new client, and that I miss.
Yeah. Yes. So we do have the good fortune of being able to celebrate those
Yes.
and then move on. It is ongoing day to day. So it's interesting though, because it used to be like a standard, like, oh yeah, okay, we're going to talk about this now. But the relationship between employer brand and marketing, I'm hearing that disconnect a lot less now.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing more integration of EB into the marketing function, right? So I think CMOs are embracing employer brand, right?
And ZS is, I think one of the trailblazers there. So I came to ZS, I was recruited by the marketing function. I report up in through marketing, through the CMO, and my business partner in delivering to the business is the talent acquisition group in HR. And so it mirrors the exact, shared service model that in my other practitioner role at Aspen Dental many years ago. So I am very, very lucky to be in that scenario where I am surrounded by marketers
that speak the language,
and understand it. And the recruiter enablement piece in the programming of what my team does is, exactly like the sales enablement, on the, client side. So I'm very lucky in that sense. It's great.
So the talent organization is more, sounds like they're your client.
They're a business partner. We share the client, the business. The business. Yeah.
True. Okay. So to that point then, because I love that there's alignment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally, we've got here in the year of our Lord 2020.
Yes.
Talk to me a bit about the strategy behind it, right? Because you mentioned being very campaign specific, but now it sounds like there's a bigger strategy, a broader strategy now. How have you gotten to the strategic importance of employer brand, not just as, oh, we need butts and seats, right?
Right.
But actually a business benefit.
So the way we've done it is thinking about, in the enterprise marketing function, it's all about demand generation. And in a service industry where literally the people are your product, the consultants are your product, the supply comes way before that. And if you don't have the supply, then you can't deliver on your demand that you create. And so the strategy is all about, okay, if we don't have this is the revenue sacrifice, because the revenue potential of this particular hire, whether it's a consultant, a partner, is X. And the areas where we need people, that's kind of where it all starts. And it's all about the storytelling. And so the strategy on the always on storytelling that you have to have both internally and externally is where it starts. So what are the things that the parts of our employer value proposition that where we win and what we want to be known for, and how do we take those areas, define the content pillars, the proof points, and build an always on strategy that is, I hate even calling it a campaign because there are
It's bigger
campaigns.
than that.
It's bigger than that. And campaigns are a part of it. I mean,
Platform.
we have instances where, we're opening this new office and we need this many, and then you do a campaign.
Mm.
But the work and the always on reputation management, brand strategy, all of that storytelling is anchored around what do we want to be known for, and what do we want people to identify their pride and purpose with at ZS to be successful.
Yeah, I love this. What you're describing, we call an employer brand operating system.
Yeah.
Right? It's fully integrated, and it has to be, and it all has to connect, or else that disconnect will become obvious. But I want to dig into something. Two things you said. One, bringing the money into it, the dollars and cents of the business case, if you will, right?
Yeah.
The showcase. If you don't do X, Y, and Z, this is the risk you're running revenue wise. But then also you said the storytelling and always on. I wonder, when you get to the storytelling, and we'll sort of approach this counterintuitively. No, always productive, not counterintuitively.
Not always as intuitive, but all right, I got you.
We'll be productive. What do you tell candidates that would make them not want to join ZS? Why shouldn't they join?
I love that question. So, we hire the best of the best.
Let's go.
Our performance bar is high, and we are a client first organization. And so we're not going to shy away from, if you're somebody that isn't able to find your work-life blend easily.
New term. I love that.
So I credit that term to John Murphy, who is the global head of TA at Aspen Dental. He was the one that coined that term, and I love it because it's, it's true. People talk about work-life balance. Everybody's work-life balance means something different depending on who you are, where you are in your life, what your family. So, we want people that are intense and bring grit, and it doesn't mean you work 24/7. That's unrealistic, but there is an intensity. And, if you're not inspired by that and you're not motivated by that,
this isn't for you.
This isn't for you.
And I wish more companies would be okay saying that.
Yeah.
Right. We're starting to see some shifts of sort of that repel. Right.
Yeah.
We've done the compel model, I think, over exhaustively, but nobody's being honest about, if this is not your jam, please don't apply. Like, let's not waste your time or ours. This is who we are.
Right.
We're upfront about that. We're transparent. We're putting that through the storytelling, right? We have our people showcasing what it is to work here. But that there's still this sort of resistance to just saying.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it comes to what legal's comfortable with, what corporate brand maybe, right?
Yep.
Where do you see any shifts or any headway being made in terms of getting to that open transparency about who you are fully?
So we've made a lot of strides in it, and all of the Life at ZS stories that we put out in market go through a very meticulous curation and review and production process to make sure that ultimately what we are describing is the impact opportunity that you have, and it is compelling in the way that makes you feel pride and purpose for the work that you're going to get to do.
Yeah.
And, by nature of the description of the detail and the level of impact that we describe in those stories, and showcasing the human connection to that, we ultimately we are after the compel. But to your point, it is in an employer's market, which is what we are in right now.
Right.
In order to, think about all our recruiters and the volume of what they are doing right now,
Sure.
and to not compromise the candidate experience based on that. So
Oof,
that's how
that's tough.
it is tough.
That's
It's very tough.
Yeah.
And we're an organization. I mean, we're going to hire 4,000 people this year. Our competitors are laying off. Our clients are laying off, and so we have an amazing career opportunity story to tell, and we're proud of it.
That's fantastic. I think I'm hearing volume
Oh,
and candidate experience, and those things.
it's hard.
That is the balance that is ever imbalanced, right? So, how are you implementing tech as a tool to
Yep.
sort of find that happy medium?
So, we're an iCIMS shop
Gotcha.
in terms of our ATS.
Okay.
We have also, so the highest volume of our hiring happens at the early career level, straight off campus.
Yep.
And the vast majority of the 4,000 that we're going to hire this year are in India.
Okay.
And so the two engines that help us with that, Handshake in the US, and the version in India is called Superset.
Okay.
And so those are the two pieces of tech and also community, talent community that we use, that we leverage all the time.
Yeah.
As a matter of, table stakes.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
There's no manual anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's over with. But how do you maintain sort of the humanity in it?
Very close, good relationships, building trust with our HRIS group. And we have a new director of HRIS systems that is coming in and really taking a look at our full tech stack across not only TA, but all of HR. And I have a wonderful relationship with her, and the weekly administration calls with iCIMS, myself or somebody on my team are part of that. It's just, we're part of the team. So we bring the humanity.
Listen.
We bring the reminder of, okay, that's all great, but remember how that impacts this recruiter and how it impacts this candidate. Always candidate first. So, and a lot of the messaging and the communications that go out through those, that's a huge piece of what our group is partnering with them on. So
Love that. So relationships matter, folks.
they do.
And I love that you're carrying that forward from your Shaker days.
Oh, yes.
Once it's in there, never goes
Yeah.
away. So on the tech space, I mean, the big question around AI, I think we're getting to some leveling out as far as approach,
Yeah.
compliance.
Yep.
And I'm sure in your industry, there's no shortage of compliance around data, right? So how are you seeing AI influence or even change, just in the time that you've been there, your process for talent first touch all the way through to hire?
So the biggest transformation has been in our speed to market.
Okay.
So what I was describing, the process that goes through just to write a blog post, a Life at CS story, that process and that sort of formula of going from web first to then promotion and application across all of your channels has shifted to social first.
Yeah.
And the pace and the scale that we can co-curate with our partners across Marcoms has dramatically changed.
Okay.
And so that's the biggest piece.
Yeah.
The compliance and the regulation of that, and making sure that we're not teaching our AI tools all of our natural human biases and things like that. We have an amazing data security team.
Okay.
And just making sure everybody's thinking of all of those things as we test new products and try. And that's standard operating procedure at CS, is to manage and identify and mitigate your risk in
Sure.
everything. So
Best you can. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I wonder. Like, I'm seeing this sort of weird, awkward space now with the use of AI, where uh, somebody's like people are quick to say, "Oh, I wrote that with AI," or
yeah,
I'm like, you don't have to say that. It's like
no,
nobody questions the house that was built and the tool that was used to build it. Right? Is
right,
the house nice? Okay, cool. Is it functional? And I think we're still at that point of like it feels like you're cheating,
yeah.
but it's a tool of our time. So what have you seen in terms of governance, in terms of normalization of
Yeah.
the use of it in day to day?
So it is, excuse me, it's a first draft. When you're talking about content curation,
Yeah,
it's a first, it's never going to be 100%. Um, but you know, we, it's not something that you can just rely on wholeheartedly. I
God
mean,
no,
and
that's
I mean,
lazy.
all the things that you read now about how, what's making AI real, the people that are making it great and making it work for them, it's the humans.
It's the humans. It's all feeding off of our
Yes.
inputs. Right?
Yes. So, um, proud of that, and that you know, we have a space where we're encouraged to test and fail and do all those things. But
Sure.
yeah, it's not something that we're holding on to as, our jobs aren't going to go away. Our jobs are getting different, and it's helping us be better strategists and better briefers
Oh my God, yes.
because you can, you know, um, there's just the scale of the ideation and the concept and it just is goes so much further.
100%. Absolutely. So I would love to, as we're talking about the tech, the data that's coming through the tech now, right, is hopefully enabling you to get better
It
insights.
is. It is.
I would love to hear for you to share any insights that have come in recent where you were uh, facing a challenge. You had the data, somebody analyzed it, crafted some insights that then helped you make a better decision.
Yeah.
Give us an example of that.
So there's two.
Okay.
AI is helping us with the age old conundrum of my website analytics are telling me this, my ATS analytics are telling me this.
Okay.
And so, and I'm again lucky in this sense with ZS, is that because we are not only a consulting firm, but we are a technology firm, we have our own platform and products that we build. So
Sure.
we have a whole engine of people creating agents, not only for client solutions, but we can come to them as marketers and say, I have this data over here, and I need it to tell me how it's influencing, impacting this data over here.
Sure.
And so we can get to those connections. That's one way. Learnings, we've started to kind of break away. I was mentioning earlier the formulaic of the web first blog post and the debate of stock photography,
Yeah.
Gen AI, or actual ZSers.
Sure.
And I am mystified
Oh, I want to hear this.
because it's not consistent. We
Okay.
have 9-10 times engagement for the silly, gritty, user generated, post that somebody did, that 9x of, the pretty campaign polished, still a ZSer, but in a new look and feel that was, co-curated by people and AI.
Sure.
And then the next day we have the exact opposite results. And so
Oh my.
we're learning.
Okay.
And but to me, it's when you really sit back and think about it, is it really a surprise that it's the blend of both that makes it work? Probably not. But
Yeah.
it's amazing to see. And we have access to those analytics, and they are delivered to us in dashboards that get us quickly to insights without having to, dig and that kind of thing. So that's where AI has really helped.
Sure.
Again, speed to market and, fail fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting point in that, again, we're at this weird inflection point of we are trained on, we're educated in a model, right, of human first trust
Yes.
imagery. And now the AI is getting so good that most people can't
Can't
tell the
tell.
difference. And so it might be industry specific, it might be case specific, but if people can't tell the difference, if it's an actual ZS employee versus a very well AI generated depiction of somebody experiencing ZS, I don't know. Is there an ethical issue there? Does
Yeah.
it matter? Like these are the questions that are still being sussed.
They are.
We're still working that out. But I think for the fact that you're trying,
Yeah.
you're testing, and then you're analyzing and seeing the result, that will be the proof, right?
Yeah.
So I love that. I want to get your perspective because you've seen a lot of change over the course of your time and tenure in the recruitment marketing space and the employer brand space. I want to look 5 years into the future,
Okay.
right? And you can put this in the context of ZS, or you could put this in the context of in general. But where do you see the biggest impact on recruitment marketing? I won't say from recruitment marketing, but on recruitment marketing over the next 5 years. Whether that's candidate experience, whether that's internal.
So I think the idea of the profile of the candidate, it's already started.
Sure.
Do you have to have, a degree from a certain place? And do you have to have, all these different certificates or all this different? I think the certificates and the specific training in this technology or this coding, I think that is going to trump the degree pedigree. I mean, it's already started, but I think I think the AI sort of acceleration of how fast you can learn and become an expert in some of those very specific things. I think that's probably, if I had a 5-year crystal ball, I think that's going to start to accelerate. So
that's a bold prediction, and I think
higher ed.
I think you're spot on. I think you're spot on.
Be alert.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Erin, I really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor,
friend. Absolutely. Folks, this has been another episode of Shaker Unfiltered with the incomparable Erin Wozniak.
Thank you so much, John.
Appreciate it.